Black Business Home Shopping Network, where we make it easy to practice group economics. Evan Jefferson, your host. Yeah. Celebrating business, the community we live in. All my people are so gifted. We come together, get uplifted. Shop from the home, get a wish list. We deliver, you won't miss it. We got the power and it's shifted. Evan Jefferson, your host, and I'm with it. Black Network builds black net worth. The Black Business Home Shopping is the network. I hope you're watching. I hope everybody tune in. I hope you're shopping all the products. Also, dear friend, listen. Melanation on a mission, promoting all the sisters and the brothers with ambition. And you can buy the product from wherever you are sitting, from the Black Business Home Shopping Network.
All right, my beautiful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks so much for tuning in on this fantastic, fabulous, phenomenal Friday that we are here today. Thank God. It feels so good to be black, and I'm proud. Yes, let's do it. What's going on, Miss Terry Green, Mr. Robert Plant? Thanks so much for tuning in. Miss Hope Miller, Denise is in the building. You gotta let me know what's going on in Columbus. I need to know when I'm coming down to Columbus, baby. Yes, ERGJ is bringing the Black Bazaar, the Black Bookstore, and everything to Columbus, make it easy for you to practice group economics. And today, guys, we're gonna do something a little bit different because I think it's important that we do a quick recap on the week and we share with you guys some things I think is going to help you guys move forward. So we'll be doing a little bit of BossVest Black Business training this morning. I got things I need to share with you people because we got to do better. Everybody put in the comments below, we got to do better. We got to do better. Now, I want to say hello to everybody that's in the New Black Wall Street that's over at the Black Business the Atlanta Black Business Network, and also at the Black Enterprise. If you do want to interact with us, just come on over to my personal page. We're broadcasting that today. I do want to let you know also yesterday, in case you don't know, there is a Black-owned distillery called Black Mama Vodka that we were able to locate yesterday. We did get our sour sop tea vodka yesterday, and then also some agave. So you want to go over to blackmamateas.com, www.blackmamateas.com to order your tea, to order your vodka, to get your spirits up and get your I think they got some simple syrup and things like that. But nonetheless, we'll be doing a couple things today. I got an ERGJ rant I want to go over. Kudos to Mr. Tim Jackson. I'll be reading some things that he wrote yesterday. I think that everybody needs to hear. Of course, caring is sharing, guys, or sharing is caring. So if you do care about your brother and sister, you want them to participate with us this morning, the early bird gets the worm. You go ahead and hit that share button, let them know that we are here. We'll talk about a little bit about how to recognize a customer, how to stay in your lane and not be a jack of all trades. Those are things I'm going to talk about as far as Black business training is concerned. Today's episode is brought to you by ERGJ Black Bazaar, sponsored by ERGJ Black Bazaar, where we bring African imported products and also Black-owned products and make it easy for you to practice group economics. Of course, you can find us over at the Facebook page, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and the Black Bazaar website is under construction. Should have it probably within the week. I think we'll see. But nonetheless, this is the Black Business Home Shopping Network experience that you get. I want to let you know a couple things that are available to you. Number one, we do have your 100% natural shea butter available to you, both in white and also yellow. You guys asked for this, so we do have it available for you for $5.99. All you got to do is just make sure you go over to the ERGJ Black Bazaar page, go to the shop, go ahead and order, leave us a message, whatever you got to do. So you go ahead and pick up whichever one you want or get both of them or get multiple ones. We got more yellow than we do white because most people ask for the yellow, but we do have the yellow and white 100% natural African shea butter, right? And this is what it helps you in case you guys don't know what shea butter does. It's treatment for your dry skin, eczema, and minor burns, pain relief or for swelling and arthritis, improves muscle relaxation and stiffness. It's sunscreen due to the rich content of vitamins E and D. So you can use this as your sunscreen instead of buying the stuff that ain't but made by you. You see what I'm saying? Buy the black stuff that's for the black folk. It treats dark spots, skin discoloration, stretch marks, wrinkles, and blemishes. It's also useful for massages, diaper rash, and as a hair conditioner. So all this you get in shea butter, and you can choose whether you want the white or the yellow. They're available for you today. Order today. We'll get that thing out to you ASAP Rocky. We do also have your pure 100% pure natural black soap, African natural black soap. So you got your 100% pure, raw, premium quality, African natural black soap. So you do have this tub that you can get also for $12.99. Again, black folk stuff for black folk that you're probably not buying. Probably buying all the white folk stuff, but you go out of black folk stuff. Now, what is this good for? It relieves pimples and blemishes. It prevents rashes, itching, dry and scaly skin from developing. Cleans your pores and rejuvenates the skin, leaving your body fresh and clean. Now, you can use this after. It says, for soft, silky hair, apply raw shea butter after washing. So you're going to wash with this, and then you're going to apply your shea butter. So you get your double combo here. I'm not doing a deal for both of them, but you can buy both of them nonetheless. But you get your 100% pure, raw, premium quality African black soap for $12.99. Again, black folk stuff for black folk. Now, of course, white folk use this stuff too, but nonetheless, I'm just saying. And also, in case you want to go with the scented route, we do have your scented black soap. I got this in 4 different scents. This here is the Egyptian musk. Again, this is the same thing, the black soap, a 7-ounce tub. I got an Egyptian musk, pink grapefruit, strawberry, and peppermint. So if you want to go with the scented kind, then you can also pick that up. And you get this one for $6.99, okay? So we got your shea butter, we got your African black soap, and of course, I had to also bring up, while we're talking about toothpaste and essentials, we do have your neem toothpaste as well. It's your 100% vegetable oil base, fluoride free, got the mint flavor, your neem toothpaste. Now, this right here is for $3.75, okay? But we do also have some other toothpaste that's coming in. It's going to be your black charcoal toothpaste. You guys have been asking me for that. So we actually do have that coming in next week. Strawberry, gotcha. We do have that coming in next week. You had something else you want me to put to the side too. I got your strawberry, whatever you need to make sure you inbox me. So I think it's your strawberry and then also maybe your black soap or your shea butter. I don't know. Anyway, but you got your neem toothpaste, but then we also have your black charcoal toothpaste coming in next week. The charcoal toothpaste is going to be $9.99. I just did some pricing on it, by the way, and I saw somebody else was selling it for $25. So, and then they're going to say that the regular price is $59.99. You know that's a joke, right? But $25, I was like, man, that's crazy. You spending that much for some toothpaste? No, you don't have to spend that much. I can get it for you for $10. You can order your toothpaste. We'll have that thing out to you ASAP, Rocky. Yeah, I got you. So the shea butter, okay, I'll put that to the side right now. The yellow, you said yellow, right? What did you say? Yellow shea butter and your strawberry. Let me get that right now. Now, let's get right to this rant, by the way. So we get right into it, guys. Your BossVest, black BossVest trainer. We're going to get to that second. I want to get to the rant because I think this is very, very important for black folk to hear and listen and hear what Mr. Tim Jackson from Dallas, Texas. He runs a real estate company helping black folk succeed and win with money. So I do appreciate this brother for being real. And he has his tagline, real dope. So I want you guys to put that in the comments below, real dope. Because this is just a tribute to him sharing his truth, real dope. So not so many rant. His disclaimer says it's long, but the person or people who need to read it will. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to read this because it's important. It says, the older that I get, the more I realize that most of my people don't want to change. What we want is instant gratification or instant validation. We use the injustices that we face as a crutch rather than using them as a trampoline. We brought into the nuances of the system seeking acceptance rather than putting in the work to earn the respect that is available to us. When I talk to people that willingly migrated to the United States from African countries, their sentiments about African Americans are always the same. We're lazy, we're passive, we play the victim card, and we have no solidarity. The broad characterization isn't fair, but it's the reality that we face as a people. Most people see us this way. Fact, Nigerian Americans are the most educated minority group in the United States. Just Google it. Yes, melanated people who have migrated from Africa and their American-born children are the most educated minority group in America. They also are collectively some of the highest earners. Come on. Don't act like your Nigerian friends aren't doing their thing. But it's not just them. People from Ghana, Kenya, Eritrea, Cameroon, and South Africa come to America and ball out. So why can't we? I'll tell you why. We want to belong so bad. Rather than uniting, we pull one another down and use euphemisms to justify our unwillingness to look ourselves in the mirror and acknowledge the true problem. It's us. We are the problem. It's us. We are the problem. Now, of course, your good old boy ERGJ, he wrote something, and it's like this. It says this: "We sick, boss." Of course, when I put something like this out, some people just don't get it. They don't understand. At first, you must recognize that you got some issues, that we got some issues. And the first step to recovery is admitting your issues. We sick, boss. Let me get back to what Tim said. It ain't no plug. That's just saying. You can get the shirt, by the way, for $20, okay? Where are we at? It's us. What was I at? Oh, I'll tell you why. It's us. We are the problem, not the white man, not the police. It's us. Systematic racism exists. Let's not get it twisted, but I'm tired of playing the all-everybody game when it comes to blaming others for our problems. Instead of having a lockout or going on strike like professional athletes do when they want more money or better contract arrangements, we continue to play the same old game by the same old rules and hope and pray for different results. That, my friend, is insanity. And guess what? We deserve every bit of what comes to us because we sit by the wayside and allow it to happen. Ouch. Notice I said we, because I'm in this thing too. So we can't act on what we already know. Why can't we act on what we already know? Why does our empowerment feel better as a hashtag instead of action? Why do people from other countries come to America and build empires while we sit at home and watch empire? And no, I'm not talking about a violent uprising. I'm talking about changing our response to the system. Everybody put in the comments below, change our response to the system. Change our response to the system. You can't blame the white man when Ahmad from Pakistan or Deepak from India opens a business in your hood. We laugh at the way they talk, how they appear. And when we talk about their children who also work in their stores. Black folks are full of jokes. That's all we know. We will clown anything. But guess what? Little Muhammad and little Sibe are headed to med school in 15 years. They will graduate with a degree and $300,000 in cash to start a family. Habib and Abraham will retire and sell their store to the next generation immigrant who is looking to take advantage of the so-called American dream. While we're sitting by watching our communities being sold to the highest bidders and doing nothing about it. We don't own anything. Meanwhile, we are marching for justice. The world is flat. Opportunities are endless, but most of us would rather turn up than get down. We'd rather point fingers and criticize than point thumbs and ask, how can I be the change? Everybody put in comments below, how can I be the change? We are way too afraid to be truthful and transparent for the fear of looking some type of way to others. And when someone does muster up the courage to call us out, they're labeled as a coon or ostracized by the Black community. If only we could come together to ostracize systematic racism and systematic oppression like we ostracize one another. My. Change is a mindset. Change is a mindset. Change is a mindset. And many of us don't want to change. This is my last deep post. I won't be weighing in on anything unless I can change it. And my commentary will continue to be action-oriented. Y'all can keep the online semantics and cyber activism. I'm good on it. Never really been a fan of it. My spirit hasn't been broken. I've been fully renewed. There's a group of like-minded people out there who will reveal themselves and insert action where we've historically been passive. And I will find them. And we would do some epic stuff together. But to everyone else, I think Jay-Z said it best at the end of the song, Takeover. You only get half a bar. You know the rest. Real dope in scene. My man Tim Jackson is a man of action. My man Tim Jackson is real dope. My man Tim Jackson is keeping it real. And I can appreciate a brother who will be transparent and he will tell his truth. And for that, Mr. Tim Jackson, I honor you today here on the New Black Wall Street. We may be afar, may not be in the same group, same crowd, but I see you, brother. And today, I applaud you. Mr. Jackson, salute. Change is a mindset. That's the ERGJ rant. I want to give kudos, give honor to whom honor is due. It's not enough men, black men, who will stand up for truth, transparency, but they'll stand up for some foolishness. So I appreciate you, Mr. Jackson. I don't know if you'll watch this or see this at any point in time, but I see you, brother. And there is a group. There is a group. And we will find you if you don't find us, brother. I'll be reaching out to you real soon. There's some things that we're doing, building a black folk empire. We're not talking about it. We're doing it. And we invite you on that journey as you are building as well. Well, guys, that's the ERGJ rant. Wanted to make sure that you heard the words from Mr. Tim Jackson. It's ain't so true. But let's get right into some black business training. That's right, black business training. Now, BossVest, what is that? That's, you know, I am actually a coach, by the way, in case you guys don't know. I am a business coach, a sales coach, a finance coach. I just don't really coach right now because I just don't have the time to take on one-on-one clients. And then if I do, it's, you know, it costs a little money, so I don't know if you can afford me. But nonetheless, so I figured the best way to kind of do this sometimes is to do it in a group setting where I'm not talking to anyone in particular, but I'm helping out a whole bunch of people. And that's just what we're going to do today. So back business training, I want to share with you an experience. Now I want to talk to you about some things that you can do to make sure that you don't have this same experience or give this same experience to your potential customer, because this is not necessarily good. Now I will premise and say this, this experience wasn't all bad. There were great moments, but here's the thing about great moments. It takes 5 years to build a reputation. It only takes 5 minutes to ruin it. So even though you may give part exceptional service, the exceptional service that you gave on the front end will mean nothing if you give bad service on the back end. And here's what I found, that most people give great service before they get paid. And then once they get paid, they get complacent and then they provide terrible service. And I don't want you to be the person who is on, basically what they're saying is that you are money driven. As long as you're chasing money, you do what it takes. But as soon as you get it, you do not much at all. And that is a problem if you want to stay in business, because here's what happens when you don't carry it through. When you don't carry it all the way through to the end of the deal, of the sale, of the experience, you find yourself having to deal with stuff that you didn't want to deal with. Like what? Like reviews, like refunds, like things like that. You're like, man, I gotta go through all this. But then here's what happened, black folk. You'll act like you don't know what's going on. You'll act like you don't know why the customer is dissatisfied. And the last thing that you want is a customer who is disappointed in your service. It's almost like being in a relationship with a man or a woman, and this man or woman, they disappoint you. How do you feel? And that's what happens a lot of times in our black businesses. We are disappointing our customers, and we're disappointing the customers who have paid. Not the customers who ain't spent nothing or bought nothing or spent, they ain't put their money where their mouth is. You're disappointing the customers who have paid. Pretty bad place to be. So I want to share this with you because I had to go through this as I was trying to get my book completed. And I didn't realize, well, what I'm realizing now is that what I would encourage you to do as a Black business owner is this: stay in your lane. You need to figure out what you are great at. What are you great? What are you exceptional at? What level or what part of what you do are you absolutely phenomenal? And that's where you need to stay. Because what I'm finding is that we try to stretch ourselves and offer all of these different services so we can get that money. But those other services that we may offer are basic at best. And basic does not command top dollar. Basic puts you into competition. Phenomenal puts you into domination. Everybody put that in the comments below. Basic puts you into competition. Phenomenal puts you into domination. And as I've said to you, Black business before and time again, you are not in business to compete. You are in business to dominate. And you got to ask yourself, what area of my business can I, will I, am I going to dominate in this space? The problem is your space might be too wide. You are so general. You are so basic that you can't dominate because you haven't specified in any one particular area. So don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. Again, give me a quick example of this. A jack of all trades is like your general doctor. They can kind of do everything. They can give you a checkup. They can prescribe you some medicine. But what happens when a doctor runs across something that he can't deal with? He got to send you to the specialist. Everybody put in the comments below, I am a specialist. And I want you to put after that what you specialize in. I specialize in what? Because the specialist, the doctor who specializes in fixing broke bones, or the doctor who specializes in root canals, the doctor who specializes, they get paid more than the general doctor. You got to ask yourself, are you general or are you basic, or do you specialize in something? So let's share this quick example with you. And I'm telling you, this just got crazy and crazy the longer that we went. And so yesterday, I sent my publisher a good morning note, and I let them know that we needed to resize my cover. As you know, I'm getting closer and closer to launch date. I sent them the exact measurements. I sent them the exact email that was sent to me from the printer. And the response that I said, the response was that I will have it to you shortly. So I sent the message to my publisher 9 a.m. in the morning. I got a response back at 11. Good morning, I will have it to you shortly. I'm thinking everything is good. But nope, everything isn't good. So now, again, that's 11 o'clock in the morning, right? Let me ask you this. When you say shortly, what do you think that means? Does that mean maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? What is shortly? Because shortly to me is like, I'm going to have that thing back. Now, I'm thinking in my head, all you got to do is resize something. All you got to do is change some margins. That's not too difficult. That should get done pretty quickly. Well, here's what we learned yesterday. So we move into, it's now, I did it at 11 o'clock. It's now 5:35 in the afternoon. I haven't received an email. I haven't received a text. I haven't received a phone call. I haven't received anything about what I was supposed to receive shortly. So me, I'm ready to go off. But I said, let me just try to be nice and cool and calm. So I sent the little message, any updates? At this point, I'm pissed off because I'm supposed to have something done. I got a deadline to meet. I paid somebody to do a job. All I need is a resizing on something that they created, quote unquote. And we ain't got this thing back. And it's almost 6 or 7 hours later. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. So Robert said less than 24 hours. Shortly is 24 hours? Oh, brother, no. No, 24 hours? No, 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 that ain't gonna work for me within a few hours. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you got a little bit more patience than me. But when I need something done, I got to get this thing to print. 24 hours doesn't work unless you specify. I have it back to you in 24 hours, right? Shortly, I guess it could. Maybe I don't know. So all right, time for follow up. You're a beauty specialist. No, you're not. You're a lash specialist, honey. You're a specialized small business tax return specialist. That's what I'm talking about. They should be more specific. I agree. They should be more specific. Don't leave stuff to chance. Let somebody know when you're going to follow up with them. So let's get right back. So now it's 6 o'clock or 5:30. That's 6 hours later. That's half of a working day on something. Now remember, this is a resizing. This isn't a creation. This is just, okay, it was 2 inches too big, make it 2 inches smaller, and boom, we done, right? That's what I would think. I'm not a publisher, but I think it should be pretty easy to resize something. So anyway, my response at this time, when I had to reach out to my publisher after they told me that they was going to get something back to me shortly, I shouldn't have had to reach out at all. But nonetheless, I did it because it's my stuff. And one thing I'm going to teach you guys, you always need to have a backup plan. Not a backup plan on getting the job done, but have other people in position to help you when somebody can't come through. And I'm glad that I have other publishers in my network who I was able to get this job done because the one publisher who I had paid couldn't get the job done. The response was, I apologize. I was in the hospital most of the day yesterday and was recouping. I'm getting started on it now. I needed to sleep off the meds. Well, hold up a second. You told me earlier I'll have it back shortly. You're now telling me that you had to go to sleep and you're going to get started on it now. Started on it now. I said, apology accepted, but still unacceptable. Response, my health is a little more important to me at the moment. And if I physically can't do something, it cannot be done. If that's unacceptable to you, then there isn't anything I can do. Now you're messing up. Customer service. I stated I'm getting started on it now. And that's all I can do at the moment. My response, this isn't about your health. This is about your communication. You stated shortly, earlier, and no further communication. If you needed rest because of health, then that could have easily been communicated and understood. Yes, I said shortly, which I will have it. I said understood, I will wait, but know that I am an unsatisfied customer with this part of your service. Now, when someone tells you that they're unsatisfied, after you tell them that you're going to get something to them shortly, then 6 hours later, you ain't even started on it. And then you're going to say, oh, my health is more important than the work that you paid me for. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. So now, I'm hot and I'm trying my best not to go off. I said, fine, it shall be. Now, she hits me back. May I get a little clarification on the dimensions that you're requesting, please? Wait a second. I sent you the direct email from the printer. I'm not requesting anything. They are requesting you resize this cover photo. Now we're moving into the territory of someone who is doing something that they're not qualified or skilled to do. Now, let me help you understand this. Let me keep reading. I said that was the email sent back from the printer. So it's just weird because everything I sent is correct for the size book you need to print. Those dimensions they're requesting aren't standard, but I would try to figure it out. What she basically just said is this: I can only do standard stuff. I can't customize because that's not my skill set. But my skill set is to put something into a template, have it pop out, and that's what you have. If there's anything that needs to be adjusted or customized, that's not my skill set. So why did you say that you were a publisher? You should have said you were a template maker. You see? So I want you guys to understand and be careful with who you hire to do your stuff, because there's some people who are putting on an illusion as if they can do great work, but they can do great work as long as it's basic work. But once you get outside of basic, and there are some adjustments that need to be made, there's some hiccups or some minor issues that come up, they can't fix it because that's not what they specialize in. That's not what they specialize in. So now I'm at the point where I recognize I done hired the wrong person to do this job. I done paid the wrong person to do this job. And because of bad customer service, I got to get my money back. See, I was cool if you would have just communicated that that's not some, but you can't tell me that the printer sends you some dimensions, you created the file and you can't modify it, you can't customize it, and then you talking to me as if I'm not your customer, as if I haven't already paid. Black folk, we got to do better. It's called stay in your lane. Now you moved outside of your lane, claiming that you can do something that you clearly can't do. And then you're going to act like, because it's not standard, that they telling them, that they fibbing. It's not standard. Well, who are you? At this point, you don't have any leverage. At this point, you started a job late with no communication. At this point, we should already be done. But because you just getting started, you now realizing that you can't complete the work. And there's no way I can allow you to keep that money when I had to pay somebody else to do a job that you should have been able to do. So now we're going to have a big problem. Because now you're going to be like, oh, how can he request his money back? Well, how could you say you could do something that you couldn't do? Why does I have to go through this with someone who I paid to do a job? Stay in your lane. Now, you was good on the publishing side, but on my editing, you suck. You're not an editor. Stop telling people that. You don't edit. When it comes to my cover photo, just tell people you do basic covers for book. That's it. If there's anything advanced, you don't do it. You see what I'm saying? That's right, Steve. We got to be excellent. Now, here's the deal. I'm just going to tell the truth because that's all I know. What I do know is you were excellent on this side of the house. Stay on that side of the house. Stay on that side of the house and be excellent in that side of the house. Stop trying to be everything. Vet that stuff out. Outsource that stuff. Get you a graphic designer. Get you some other people. Stop trying to do everything. And then it leads to things like this, where you got to give bad customer service because of your pride. And then now you have to have an issue with your customer who has already paid you. Now, I'm so glad that I have other people in my network who I could call on can fix this mess, and they fixed it right away. I'm so glad that I don't rely on any one person to get any job done. I'll give you a shot, but you got to understand who you're dealing with. ERGJ only deals with the best. Period. Red, black, green, white, yellow, don't matter. When it comes to business, I deal with the best. Now, I prefer black excellence. Everybody put in the comments below black excellence. I prefer black excellence. And if you don't come correct with ERGJ, some other people might let you get away with it, but not someone who is serious about excellence. I'll pay you in advance. It's not about the money. It's about the principle. When you step over the line with a black man who's trying to do good business with you, well, there's certain lines you just can't cross. One of those lines is customer service. To act like you have nothing to do with putting yourself in a situation where you are getting work that you can't complete, that's a line that you shouldn't cross. Don't put your mouth on it. Don't try to get respect for something that you can't do. The other thing I want to share with you guys is how to recognize a customer. I've seen this a lot as well. How to recognize a customer. There are certain customers. I want you to understand that everybody is not your customer. If you're a small business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you have to understand this key principle. Everybody is not your customer. And once you realize that everybody is your customer, you stop talking to everybody. What do I mean by this? There are people that have the potential to be your customer, but everybody isn't your customer. See, customers are buyers. Customers are people who are seriously interested in buying your stuff. And you got to recognize with discernment, everybody put discernment. When you have a person who is seriously interested in buying your stuff, and they're asking questions that lead to them buying versus asking them questions that lead to more information. See, some people are only buying information. Other people are buying your products. I don't spend time with people who are buying information. Why? They can Google it. I spend time with people who are looking to buy products that's going to bring value to their life. So when I tell you that's not your customer, you'll recognize very quickly that's not your customer. They'll ask you question after question after question after question, wasting your whole day not buying anything. Send them to Google. Let them fancy along, wasting their own time and not yours, because the more time you spend with the person who's not buying, the less time you spend with the person who is buying or who has bought. Spend more time with your loyal customers. More time making sure that they are happy. More time taking care of the birds in your hand versus chasing the flocks in the field. Discernment. See, there are certain questions, people, that people never ask me when it comes to the stuff that I sell. I never get these questions. And I'll be like, where did that question? How you get that question? It has a lot to do with how you position yourself in the marketplace. Do you position yourself as an expert? Do you position yourself as a seller of goods? Or are you a seller of knowledge? Are you a seller of information? See, people have way too much info and not enough action. And you want to position yourself in your business as a person of action. No nonsense. No time to waste. Let's get it or get moving on. You understand? There's nothing wrong with educating your customer, but that's what you have marketing for. That's what you have videos for. That's what you have flyers for and emails and stuff like that, to educate your customer. Don't spend your waking hours in all this back and forth with someone who ain't gonna buy. Send them an email. Send them all the information. Send them the whole dictionary. They're not gonna read it though, because they are looking for information. What you're looking for, my people, you're looking for a customer. You're not looking for a student. I hope that makes sense. Because again, there's certain questions I never get. They never ask me this stuff. It's very simple. Do you want to wash your clothes today? Are your clothes dirty? Yes. Well, you know what? I got this detergent for you. Okay? I got some black-owned detergent, and I think you need to make the switch. Why are you still using Tide? Huh? What do you know about? Tell me about Tide. Well, you want to know about this? I want you to tell me about Tide. Have you ever done your research on Tide? So why are you doing your research here? Hey, here's the deal. Tide, well, how much you spend on that? 20 bucks? I can get this to you for 15. You want to save $5 a day? No, okay, it's 4 times. Oh yeah, you see that? AT certified. That's right. Same as Tide. You want to spend $15 or you want to spend 20? Which one? You see? I don't even let them give me all that crazy talk. Long conversations. Either you're buying or you're not. I got to find a customer. Too many fish in the sea to be spending your time trying to catch that one little minnow. Too many fish in the sea. So I want you to be able to start to recognize your customer. Recognize your customers, people that ask questions that lead to buying. They're seriously asking just so they can know and make sure. Something like this. They can say something like this. Well, I need to know the ingredients because I have sensitive skin. I want to make sure that, if I'm going to use it, it's not going to mess with my skin. That is a buying question. They really want to buy. They just want to make sure they ain't going to break out from buying. That's a buying question. You see what I'm saying? You got to be able to recognize buying questions from people. Okay? Not just questions that lead to them actually purchasing something. Those are the people you want to spend educating. The other people are just fishing for information. You got to be a person that's fishing for a customer that you bring value to, and they ready to spend some money. All right? Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. Just wanted to share that rant with you. Wanted to share a little black business training with you guys to help you guys out, man, because we got to do better if we are going to dominate in our space. And a lot of it has to do with customer service, how you treat your customer when it's good and when it's bad. And when it get bad, you don't know how to respond. What do we need? We need some conflict resolution training. What else we need, guys? Hey, in the comments below, tell me what kind of training do we need in Black businesses? Because we need to do something about this. I know we need sales training. Oh, we need sales. Matter of fact, if you're a Black business owner and you trying to do everything, I can tell you why you're not successful. Because you don't have a sales team. You need a sales manager, a VP of sales, a sales consultant. You don't necessarily have to be the person that's selling your stuff. That's why you got this thing called group economics. You can connect with people who can help you sell your stuff, and you're going to do what you do best. And I can tell you that most of you guys, what you do best is not sales. Even in your own business, you got to recognize what you do best in your business. And then you got to hire out. You got to connect. You got to get some apprentices. You got to get some interns. You got to get some assistants. You got to recognize what you do best in your business. Most of you guys are not good at sales. You're just not. You try, but you're not. Never took any sales training. Never been on a car lot where you had to sell and make money. You never been in that position. You don't understand how to overcome objections, how to present in a manner that is appealing to people to buy. You're still dropping links. That's how I know you're not a good salesperson. You're still dropping links. But see, I can't tell you this because you don't understand, you don't comprehend. You've never been to sales training. Never been in a high pressure environment. Never been in a competition to win. You know how to make the stuff. You know how to manufacture it. You know how to get it. You know how to make it look good. You may know how to market. But I realize a lot of us do not know how to sell. And sales is the heartbeat. It is the lifeline of your business. If you don't sell nothing, you won't be in business very long. All right. What do you want me to tell you, Bobby? I don't know what you want to tell. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, what kind of training do we need in Black business? That's what I want to know. I want to know what we need. What do we need? Is marketing a major part of sales? Major? I wouldn't say major. It is a part of the sales process, but it is not major. Marketing does not close deals. Marketing is like, think about it this way, Bobby. You are hiring, and you want to find the best candidates. Your marketing would be your ad for people to come in and get an interview. Your marketing is your introduction to your product. Marketing doesn't close deals. It introduces people to your brand. It introduces people to your product. It introduces people to your service. It does not close deals. I'm not in the business to get clicks. I'm not in the business to get followers. I'm not in the business to get fans. I'm in business to get customers and clients. I'd rather have 100 customers and clients than 1,000 followers any day. You see? Oh, did that help, Bobby? Marketing doesn't close deals. Sales close deals. Marketing department can bring them in the door. The salesman closes the door. You feel me? Y'all got to understand, y'all spend a whole bunch of time in marketing, which is good. You got to get people in the door. You got to get to them. But you got to find people, or you got to learn it yourself. And I'm telling you, once you find you a good salesman, you better not let them go. They are hard to come by. Now, here's what I will tell you. If you want to find, some people asked me yesterday, well, how do you find salesmen? Great salesmen respond to great opportunity. I'll repeat that again. Great salesmen or saleswomen, they respond to great opportunity. So you got to ask yourself, do you have a great opportunity that a salesman will be willing to sell? You see? They're not going to respond to they're not going to respond to good opportunity. You want good opportunity, you want to provide, you want to offer a good opportunity, you're going to get a good salesman. You want to offer an average opportunity, you're going to get an average salesman. You got to ask yourself, how much do you want your business to grow? And what type of opportunities are you going to offer so that you can attract the very best talent? This is called talent acquisition. This is a part of business that Black businesses don't focus on. Acquiring talent and retaining talent. The same way that you want to acquire a customer and retain a customer. Why am I talking about all this and not getting paid, by the way? Woo! But hopefully that helped. I'm just trying to, we really have got to take this thing to another level in Black business. We have got to. We can't have our own people talking about how bad we do business and we continue to do bad business. And then we wonder why our people don't shop with us. It makes no sense. It ain't the people. I'm telling you, Black business owner, get your mind right. It ain't the people. It's you. Okay? It's not the people. It's you. You want to blame the people the same way you want to blame the system, the same way you want to blame Trump, the same way you want to blame the government. You want to blame everybody else except you. And until you get that point across and you understand it, you're going to continue to find yourself struggling because you want to blame everybody else but the man or the woman in the mirror. You want your life to change? You want your business to flourish? You want your profits to change? You must change. All right, my beautiful people, this is ERGJ, certified financial educator, founder of the New Black Wall Street. This episode has been brought to you by ERGJ Black Bazaar, BossVest Black Business Training, where we help the entrepreneur and the entrepreneur to level up in business. Of course, you can find us at ERGJ Black Bazaar. The website is coming soon. Of course, this is the Black Business Home Shopping Network, where we bring Black-owned products, African imported products to your doorstep, making group economics easy. There's no reason why you can't support your own people when they can deliver it right to your doorstep. We did make a few offers to you today. The natural shea butter in the white or the yellow. Somebody already picked up the yellow, but we got white and yellow available for $5.99. Got your African black soap, your 100% pure natural black soap available to you for $12.99. Black folk stuff for Black folk. We also do have in the Senate version as well for the 7-ounce for $6.99. You get a Senate. I got Egyptian musk, peppermint, and then also pink grapefruit available. The strawberry is now gone. And then we also did mention to you the neem toothpaste. Again, Black folk stuff for Black folk. 100% vegetable-based neem toothpaste, fluoride-free in the mint. And then we also do have coming next week. Go ahead and do your pre-orders for the black charcoal toothpaste. Now, that's a special order. Not something I would normally carry, but people have been asking for it. And guess what? Listen to the people. You know what I'm saying? Give the people what they want. They want black charcoal toothpaste. ERGJ is going to bring black charcoal toothpaste, okay? It's going to be $9.99 for you to get. It'll be in stock next week. Pre-order. We already got pre-order, so you want to pre-order if you want to get it because the first batch is probably going to be sold out. Anyway, I want to remind you of this, people, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build Black wealth together. Have a fabulous Friday. I'll talk to you soon.
We thank you for tuning in to the Black Business Home Shopping Network, where we make it easy to practice group economics. Yeah, supporting Black businesses all across the world, where you can shop from your couch. Till next time, let's build.